Introduction to AutoCAD Modern Eagle Enterprise. Academic Counselor Festus. I'm going to take you through the introduction of AutoCAD, the basics in which you need to put in mind before doing any design in AutoCAD. So just have time. I want to take you through the simple steps to get you ready for the job market. So first of all, let's go to week 1. Week 1, we'll be taking you through basic commands, basic saving, and basic printing. So when we talk of basic, but first of all, let's look at what is AutoCAD. AutoCAD is a CAD computer aided design or computer aided drafting software application for 2D and 3D design and drafting. When we come to the commands, we have the toolbar, the pull down, key commands from the keyboard. We have key sequences. Always look at the command line at the bottom of the page. Always be as specific as possible. When we come to the layers, in AutoCAD, we make individual layers for things like heading lines, center lines, section lines, break lines. These are how the layers look like. Layers are a way of managing, tightening, and also controlling the visual layout of a drawing. In fact, with the layer, you make your work unique format, and you can easily delete one layer, leaving the remaining layers. But if you don't have layers, I think we'll be having challenges in deleting some part of the drawing. But with the help of layer, you'll be able to select which part to be deleted and which part should not be deleted. So kindly have patience. Layers. A whole section of a drawing can be tuned on or off. A simple one aspect can be controlled. Test for example. This is all done by using layers within AutoCAD. What is a layer? A layer can be thought of as a large piece of clear plastic, as infinitely large as the drawing area in AutoCAD. When drawing AutoCAD, everything is drawn on the default layer, which is set current. Only the objects you are drawing are visible on the layer. The layer itself can never be seen. It is invisible. Layers are controlled by the Layer Properties Manager button, which is located on the Object Property toolbar. So this is the example of the layer. Each new layer is created by you, the user. Normally, it is acceptable to have a layer for each different part of a drawing. In Layer Property Manager, add a new layer. Press the New button to create a new layer. Delete a layer. Press the Delete button to delete the selected layer. Set current layer. Press the Current button to delete the selected layer. Current. Allow objects drawn. All objects drawn will then be drawn on this current layer. Show details. Press the Show Details button to see more detailed information about the selected layer. Each layer also has the following option against it. Layer Property Manager. Name. Display layer name. On. Controls if the layer is on or off. Select the light bulb to turn the layer off on the drawing. Freeze in all VP. Pressing this will freeze the layer in all viewpoints, as well as the current model view. See lesson 10 to learn about viewpoints. Lock. This hardy feature locks a layer, preventing any content of the layer from being modified. Color. Change this to whichever color you like. All objects drawn on the layer will display the chosen color, provided that the object's color setting in the Object Property toolbar shown above is set by layer. Line type. Set the default line type for all objects drawn on the layer, that is continuous, dash, dotted, etc. Line width. Set the thickness a line appears. Default is no thickness. This option can be toggled on or off on the display by the line width button above the command console. Plot. Select if the layer will be shown when the drawing is plotted, printed. The current layer color, line type, and line width can all be controlled outside of the Layer Property Manager via the Object Properties toolbar. Drafting settings. Command DS. Change grid. Object snap. Polar tracking. Object snap. We have midpoint, endpoint, intersection, extension, center, quadrant, tangent, perpendicular, parallel, insert, move. Object snap. The object snap, or OSNAP for short, are drawing aids which are used in conjunction with other commands to help you draw accurately. OSNAPs allow you to snap onto a specific object location when you are picking a point. Object snaps. When you are drawing, take a few moments to consider how you will construct each part of the drawing and which OSNAP you will use before starting work. There is always more than one way to draw anything in AutoCAD, but the quickest, most accurate, and the most efficient way always requires the use of one or more of the OSNAP tools. Object snap. Drag the Object Snap toolbar to your drawing window for quick access to the OSNAP. You will be using them all the time. One-click access is essential. See Object Snap to find out how to display the Object Snap toolbar. To drag the toolbar, click on the toolbar title and drag it to the edge of the drawing window. You will begin to work on hardened out exercises. AutoCAD Day 2. Modify commands. So this is the modify commands. The modify tool from the left, right, erase, copy, mirror, offset, arrow, move, rotate, scale, stretch, lightening, trim, extend, break at point, break, chamfer, fillet, explode. Erase. Select this button, then a drawing element to erase it permanently from the drawing. Copy. The copy command will copy any selected drawing elements and reposition where specified by the user without affecting the original document. Mirror. The mirror command will create a mirror image of any selected drawing elements along any line of symmetry specified by the user. So this is a sample of a mirror. This is just an example of a mirror. Offset. Offset will make a copy of a line or series of selected lines by specified distance in the direction specified. See, this example of an offset object. Array. The array command quickly creates copies of a selected object to a specific spacing. Rectangular array. This is an example of a rectangular array. This is a rectangular array. Polar array. This is an example of polar array. Move command. The move command works exactly the same as the copy command described above, except instead of creating a copy of the object, the second objects are moved. Rotate. The rotate command rotates any selected object about a defined point by the angle specified. By default, AutoCAD will rotate objects anti-clockwise when an angle is entered. Scale. The scale command scales the size of a selected object by a defined scale factor from a selected base point. The selected object can be scaled up to increase size or down to reduce the size. The lengthen command will lengthen a selected line. Delta AutoCAD asks for a distance to lengthen the line by. When the line is selected, it will then be lengthened by the specified distance only to the size of the line where the line was selected. That is, if when you selected the line, you selected it just to the left of center, then the left side of the line will be lengthened. Percent, P, percent. AutoCAD asks for a percent to lengthen by then asks you to select the line. Specifying 50% will reduce the size of the line by half. The same effect as scaling by a factor of 0.5. Specifying 100% will result in no change in length. 200% will double the length of the line. When specifying the percentage to AutoCAD, only the numerical figure has to be entered and not the percent symbol. T, total. AutoCAD asks for the distance you want the entire length to be. When you select the length, it will adjust the line length to the distance specified. GY, dynamics. AutoCAD adjusts the length of the line as the mouse is moved in the direction the line is to be lengthened. This is not an accurate technique, although it's useful for quickly lengthening construction lines, for example. AutoCAD D3. Trim. The trim command is an extremely useful tool which will erase all parts of an object beyond or within its intersection with another object. So this is an example of a trim. You see, intersection of another object, and now see the final object. It has been trimmed. You can see the lines are now internal. They have not extended outside. Extend. The extend command is similar to the trim command in how it functions, except it extends a selected line to a point of intersection of another selected object. You can see the symbol. Break at point. The break at point command enables the user to break an object at a specific point, creating two separate objects. Break. The break command is identical to the break at point command, except the break line isn't as neat as the break at point. So this is an example of a break line. Chamfer. The chamfer command will chamfer the intersection of two lines to a specific distance. You see, this is an example of a chamfered line. Fillet. The fillet command is very similar to the chamfer command above, except instead of creating a straight line chamfer, AutoCAD creates a radius between the 2 points. This is a radius between the 2 points. Explode. The explode command is very straightforward. It simply breaks down all objects down to its basic line entities. Zoom. AutoCAD zoom command toolbar. This is a zoom toolbar. Pan button. Zoom real time and pan. Thank you for your time. Basically, this is a few introduction of AutoCAD, which will give you a clear idea on how to begin AutoCAD.